Beverly outside. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. They get the rebound. Davis. Drops in the layup for two.
Well, look, it's no secret that Davis can be a dominant figure on the glass, and he just turns rebounds into points so easily.
Outside Tucker. For three, here's Harris.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Right side Davis. In low. And again, it's the Lakers.
This is where you want AD to get his shots. That's almost automatic.
To the paint. Here's Tucker. Beverly with a steal.
76ers foul. Joel Embiid. That's his first personal foul.
Free throw, no good for Walker.
And we've heard LeBron James say he's obsessed with win or bust. And this Lakers franchise certainly has that same approach. But aside from their 2020 title, there's been a lot of frustration. Now, can he and the Lakers get back where they expect to be?
And Embiid with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. Walker for three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. On the wing, Harden. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And here's Harris outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
And that has earned Harris a ton of money. The ability to spot up, shoot, and knock it down.
And too long on the shot.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Another three for Philadelphia.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
James outside. That shot missing. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. The Sixers leading. Harris outside. Pass to Tucker. From deep. And the 76ers another three.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Now Beverly. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. To halt the run, Bryant.
76ers foul.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Personal foul.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
He's off on the first.
Taking 2 shots.
When you think of the 76ers, Richard, they've had so many Hall of Fame players.
Allen Iverson sticks out to me. Growing up, I loved watching AI play. And then when I entered into the league, I was competing against him. If you grew up in the 90s or 2000, AI was the guy that just kind of changed everything for you.
And so here is Philadelphia after the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. And Harden, a former league MVP, 3-time scoring champ. Grant, the only thing he's missing is a title.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, it would only help cement his legacy. For years, he'd carry his team only to run out of gas in the playoffs. But postseason success counts for a lot when it's all said and done.
Meet your point guard. Harden stirs the drink for you as effectively as he scores.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Now here's Tucker. He's got 6. Drops in the 3. Tucker's got 9.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Outside Tucker. Out to Harris. Outside Maxey. Into the lane. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Thomas Bryant.
And he gets that one.
Assisted.
And if the defense leaves a man open, Westbrook will find him. Russell's floor awareness helps him rack up the assist.
Back to Tucker. Pass to Harden. And here is Maxey. Off target with the 3. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Westbrook with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Bryant with it. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Outside Harden. Pass to Tucker. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
He is an absolute master at drawing fouls. Harden is so good at getting the defense to foul him with so many crafty moves.
And looking at the Lakers, Richard, trying to recapture their championship levels from 2020. What do you think the key is?
Well, when LeBron first got there, their team was way too young. Then last year, probably too many veterans. We'll see how they can kind of find a happy balance in between the two.
And the basket by Harold.
A quick leaper with a solid frame. Harold gives opponents problems around the rim.
And Davis slams it home.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Harden drives in. Launches a 3. Rebound, Anthony Davis. The Lakers trail. Inside. Here's Jones. And he dunks it down.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score. So.
Walker the court. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your 76ers. Paul Reed.
Here's Niang. Jones grabs the board. Now Los Angeles with it. They trail by 3. For 3, Westbrook. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Here's Reed. No good from outside. And so it's the Lakers with it. Now here's Westbrook. Up top, Davis. From the high post. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
And he's very confident from that range, but he can't make it all.
Harden. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his first.
You know, only 2 players have won both MVP and 6th Man of the Year honors. Bill Walton and James Harden.
What's interesting is that they won 6th Man of the Year at very different stages. Harden was 22 and still growing as a player, while Walton was 33 at the tail end of his career for the Celtics.
Pass to Jones. The kick out to Walker. Fires from deep. It doesn't go for him. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. And here's Harden. Melton on the wing. .127 left now in the first quarter. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. There's a minute 26 left in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Harden. Drops one in from the wing. Harden's got 9.
Well, Harden is a versatile shooter, so he'll make the most of that mid-range spot whenever you give it to him.
The Sixers leading, and they double up Harrell. Here's Harden. 9 points in the game. Oh, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Here's Westbrook. Outside Davis. And Davis gets double teamed.
Philadelphia foul. Paul Reed. That's his second personal foul. 4th team foul.
From the inbound. And Davis slams it home.
He can dominate, beat you up in so many ways, and Davis is giving that D, he's giving them problems tonight.
Niang, that's good.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Kick out to Brown. Davis drawing the double team. And stolen by Melton. Melton on the wing. Pass to Niang. Here's Reed. From the arc. Walker pulls down the board. The pull-up jumper. And no good, trying to use the glass. To the right side. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. James Harden, he's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. Scoring, passing, imposing his will at the...
27.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
And now the Sixers on the break. All alone. And Melton with the lay-in. Melton's got his first points of the game.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see. LeBron is second all-time on the NBA career scoring list. It's just him and Kareem at the top. As long as he stays healthy, the King will set that record.
Both free throws good from James. Well, with all of LeBron's accomplishments, Richard, how would you rank breaking the scoring record?
For me, it's up there with anything LeBron James has done. This record, I don't think anyone's going to break it.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a T-shirt with Julius Erving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn. But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million, guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. Ooh, Harrell with the denial.
Oh, we talk about Harrell's high level of activity. They're demonstrating it with a great block. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
There's so much power on LeBron's drive. The defense, they just more or less clear out.
Pass to Niang. James with a steal. And it's James with the jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Kept alive.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Christie. The shot's good on the assist by James. And it's now just a 1-point 76ers lead. Melton outside. Out to the right wing. Embiid misses. To the inside. Here's Bryant. And he lays it up and in.
Assisted by
Bryant's got 8.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range. I love great defense, just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. And here's James. He has 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you were wondering what it's like playing against LeBron, it is not fun. He's too big, he's too strong, and just gets the contact and the finish.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
second team foul.
Here's James. Oh, denied by Harrell. And he drives in. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
The drive from Harrell has so much authority. He hits the lane like nothing could stop him.
Here's the screen by Bryant. James with the ball. Picked up by Embiid. Back to James. James double teamed. Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And that's the thing. That's why he's going to be top 5 all-time with assists. LeBron James just drops dimes.
Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
The 3, James. The Sixers leading.
If you look at the history of the Lakers, they've always had elite big men. That tradition goes all the way back to George Mikan in the 40s. Then they had Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem, and then obviously we know what Shaq was able to do there.
Oh, they get a hand on it.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Here's Milton. LeBron with the rebound. Here are the Lakers with the ball. The Los Angeles Lakers, home to some of the greatest bigs of all time, Richard.
Yeah, Wilt, Kareem, Shaq, Pau Gasol. The Lake Show winning titles with those large dudes, proving that size does matter in this league.
When you look at the career that LeBron has put together, one of the all-time greats, amazingly lived up to the hype he had coming out of high school.
And the immense pressure LeBron has had since day one of the NBA. Many others would have folded, Grant.
You're very true, B.A. The expectations he had were just insane. Anything less than a top 5 player all time would be a disappointment. That's not fair to ask of any player coming into the league, much less a high schooler.
And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Pass to Embiid. Now here's Milton. 5 on the clock. From deep, Milton. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. RJ, you played with some of the greats. LeBron, Duncan, Dirk, Jason Kidd, just to name a few. But if the game were on the line, who would you want taking the last shot? Put me on the spot here.
I'm going to be really honest. I have been in great situations with all of those guys, and they have all delivered. So this isn't, but I'm going to go with the person that's delivered the biggest shot of my career, and that was Kyrie Irving, and he hit the clutchest shot in NBA history. Argue with me if you want. You're going to lose it.
No argument here. Now Milton. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Excellent D there from Bryant.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
The Lakers with another miss. And here are the 76ers. Pass to Reed. Harrell with it. Over to the wing. Outside Milton. Now Melton. The 3. Oh, and Bryant with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant. Melton with the ball. He's picked up by Schroeder. Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
Davis can't hit. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Jones. And stolen by Melton. Harden from outside. He buries it from 3. Harden's got 12.
Never scared to shoot from deep. The lefty stroke of Harden, oh man, it's so fun to watch.
Pass to Jones. Got a piece of it. Back to Melton. And here's Tucker. 4-3. Jones grabs the board. Westbrook with it. Harden picks him up. Here's Jones. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
With as much defensive attention as AD gets, those passing lanes will be open for him, and those are the passes he needs to make.
To the middle. Melton outside. Outside Harden. Shot clock at 6. Count the basket. 14 points for him.
It's crazy. We've gotten used to this effortless dominance from James Harden. He scores in a multitude of ways.
And they go to the intentional foul. And Anthony Davis on the NBA's top 75 list. Brad, you think that was a controversial selection?
Well, I mean, it was mostly due to how young Davis still is. You can't argue with the all-NBA selection and numbers. And, of course, being a recent champion may have put him over the top.
And with Davis, you know what you're getting, a nightly double-double threat and a versatile defender.
The kick out to Walker. Back to Davis. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Minute 32 left in the first half. Back to Tucker. On the wing, Harden. Puts up a three. They get it back. Reed. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Sixers, Paul Reed. At the line for one. Los Angeles calls timeout. Here come your Philadelphia 76ers ENT, everybody. You're off. Philadelphia 76ers ENT.
When you think about tough-nosed fan bases that don't hold back, the Philadelphia 76er fans, well, let's just say they stand out. They are extremely demanding of their team.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Here's Tucker. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Tucker's got 12 points. Sixers fans have no issues letting their players hear it when they are falling short of expectations.
And you could argue it makes it tougher for these players in the long run. They know these fans want to win, and because of it, these players are determined not to let them down.
But if you succeed, you worship forever. Fires the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Harden's shot is good.
Great shooting reflexes from Harden, able to put his shot up right off that pass.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Beverly. Lays it up and banks it in.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on Tucker.
Well, Davis gets to the line a lot, and people don't talk about it. But he's an excellent foul shooter, about 80% most season.
Harden with it. He's got 17. The three. And the 76ers another three.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Here's Davis. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Philadelphia with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possession. Back to the game after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. The Lakers trail. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Oh, my God. LeBron James with that power. Do you just feel the rim shake?
Harden with it. And Davis picks him up defensively. For three, Maxey. Pure from three-point range. Maxey's got 5 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. James Harden, with plenty of confidence, said not to brag or anything, but I'm really good at this game. I'm unselfish. I play the right way. I don't try to do anything I can't do or that doesn't benefit our team. And that mindset keeps me in a good place. Yeah?
Very self-assured, Allie. Thank you. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Outside Harden. Here's the pick. Shot clock at 5. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking...
Oh, sensational!
Yes.
What a dunk!
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. James still enjoys putting on a show.
Pass to Davis. The shot's good on the assist by James. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Whoa, okay. Send a message there, big fella. AD flexing on them like they're just little bitty pretenders.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. And it's James with the jam.
Assisted by...
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one.
Here's all you need to know about how talented Anthony Davis was as a young player. He was invited to play for the U.S. national team when he was a college freshman.
AD won gold with Team USA in London in 2012. Richard, he was the only college player on the team.
With all of that pressure and intensity, it probably gave AD a great taste of what life was going to be like in the NBA.
Pass to Maxey. The baseline J. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. And it's the Lakers on the break. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
Yo, watch out. LeBron James on the break, honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth, just get out of the way.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
James
LeBron James
hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And this should come as no surprise. LeBron James is a ridiculous scorer, but this man also knows how to get cooking.
Outside Maxey. Clock at 6. Tipped.
Philadelphia foul.
Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second.
And the 76ers making a change here.
Team foul.
On defense, the Sixers. They've led by as much as 10. And slam dunk by James.
LeBron James.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Tucker with a screen. Pass to Embiid. Out to the right wing. Tucker, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 19-7 run. Down low. And that one's good. Bryant. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Tucker. And another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Hachimura. The rebound by Maxey. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Walker pulls down the board. James with the ball. Picked up by Embiid. Bryant, right side. And
Sixers.
2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That's his second.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers. Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
Oh, what a dump by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
Here's James driving in. Can't cash it in from close range. On the wing, Milton. To the wing, right side. Maxey attacking. Doesn't go for him. Walker with some nice D.
And just one of the most impressive titles in league history, guys. The 2020 Lakers winning it all in the Orlando bubble. A testament to LeBron James and that team.
His first personal foul.
You know, that 2020 bubble title for the Lakers, what made it so difficult?
You know, B.A., the mental grind of all that time in the bubble. 3 months in the same place. NBA players are used to being in 4 cities in a week. So it really was a different kind of challenge for them.
And the Lakers call time here. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Davis. No good on the shot. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Harris outside. The Sixers again can't hit.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And the basket by Embiid.
The reach of Embiid with his size and wingspan, he's a real threat on the offensive glass.
Westbrook with it. Picked up by Embiid. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Team foul.
Westbrook outside. Pass to Davis. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Davis has got 8 here in this quarter.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway. And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
The drive by Westbrook. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his third personal foul.
And Joel Embiid, last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Grant.
Oh, B.A., talk about historic company. And how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring, too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Pass to Embiid. Tucker. Rebound by the Lakers.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
And again, the Lakers, no good. The Sixers trailing. This for the tie! And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The debate about Shake Milton's true position is still going on. Point guard, wing, everybody's got an opinion.
The first free throw's good. And maybe with Milton, it's a matter of how to get the most out of his versatility, Richard.
That's the key. He's a good spot-up shooter, but he's good with the ball in his hands too. And he can facilitate. It's a good problem for a coach to have.
Pass to Bryant. Here's Davis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Davis has got 31.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Back to Bryant. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Second chance effort. And Davis lays it in. Davis has got 12 points here in the second half. Pass to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
.119 left in the third. To the inside. Davis.
Look, I can't think of a better partner to have a pick and roll with than Davis. Sets hard screens and has soft hands to match.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Here's Embiid. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
So both teams making some changes here. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. It's James with the drive.
Anthony Milton. That's his second personal foul.
That free throw good from James.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
And the layup is good off the glass. Harrell's got 8.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
James, that's good.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Harden can't hit. The Lakers in the lead. The three is up. Rebounded by James Harden. Back to Melton. Tipped. 1 second left. And it's James with the jam.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
And that does it for the...
The Lakers, 101.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Here's Harden. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. And an intentional foul right there. And Philadelphia calls time here.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul. Lakers substitution. Troy Brown Jr.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He was really urging them to stay after it, saying, quote, "We're right there, guys. Keep playing for one another, and let's take this game." Bringing the inspiration. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And Melton, here we go. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Davis.
This is the defensive intensity you have to have against Davis inside, but he still powers through it.
Here's Harden. Excellent D there from Bryant. And here are the Lakers. It's a 5-point game. And Davis slams it home.
Throw it high and watch Davis fly. Wow.
Bryant with it. Harden picks him up. Davis down low. Kick out to Brown. Back to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
This goes to...
What do you want? Agility? He's got it. Height? He's got it. Davis has every advantage on this play. Defenses just can't effectively counter him.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Pass to Reed. Stolen by Davis.
The over and back call, always avoidable.
It's a lack of focus, that's all it is. But it can be a wake-up call for teams that have gotten too careless, but rules are rules.
Philadelphia, the rebound. And that one's good. Harden's got 24.
That's not the typical way Harden creates his own shot, but it's effective. Work hard on the glass, and you'll get some easy buckets out of it.
Outside Davis. And Davis gets double teamed. Bryant.
Thomas Bryant.
That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
And the shot goes down.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Kick out to Brown. Davis, that's good. Davis has got 43 points.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And the Lakers making a change here. On the wing, Davis. Here's Jones. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Just an absolute force on the glass. He was not going to be denied.
And that one's good. Melton.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence, given the size of the disadvantage there.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
And the 76ers will have a different look here. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Timeout called for the Lakers. All right.
And the Lakers making a change here.
Once again, your 76ers, EAT, give them a hand.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Double team on James. Outside Jones. James outside. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. James, no good on the free throw. And now the Sixers on the break. Outside Harden. Harden drawing the double team. Pass to Harris. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Jones with the block. Here's Schroeder. Rebound by the 76ers.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
For three, Maxey. Hachimura with a rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his 4th personal foul.
He misses the free throw.
Team foul. At the line for Philadelphia.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Here's James. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
Now, nobody spends more time in the paint than LeBron James. He knows he's going to get the contact, and he still goes in there.
This Sixers squad is struggling. Here's Embiid. James with the rebound. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on an 18-6 run. Takes it inside. Soft touch off the glass. James has got 36 points.
And it's the level of creativity that separates LeBron. It's second to none because he's such an incredible ball handler also.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
From 3, Maxey. On target from range.
Just a beautiful job of scanning the floor, finding the open man. Harris looking to involve his teammates.
Back to James. Back to Jones. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Harris outside. Pass to Harden. Here's Tucker. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Tucker's got 21 points in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
That free throw, good from James.
Shooting for Los Angeles. LeBron James.
Both free throws good from James. Now here's Harden. Pass to Harris. Takes the 3. Outside Maxey. Three-pointer, Harden. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Tucker with the ball. He's picked up by Schroeder. Inside. Here's Embiid. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
What more is there to say about how much Embiid means to his team and this city? After being hurt his first 2 years, he's been worth the wait.
The Lakers call timeout.
At the line for your Sixers, Joel Embiid. At the line for timeout call for the Lakers. All right, right now it's your Sixers dance team.
And with Embiid, when he puts his foot on the gas, there's no stopping him.
A top scorer in the league since his inception. Not many centers who can stop this man. He uses so much power, almost unguardable.
Here's Jones. Banked it in off the glass. Jones has got 6 points in the quarter.
They allowed him to establish deep position. You just can't do that.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
Pass to Harden. And it's off from three-point range. The Lakers in the lead. Down low. Here's Jones. They get it again. And that one's good. Davis.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
The offensive rebound. Left side, Tucker. There's the 3. The shot won't fall. And it's the Lakers the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Bryant. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And here are the Sixers now. They trail by 11. Now here's Maxey. Beyond the arc. Jones grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Outside Harden. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And Harden is capable of getting you a triple-double every game. His versatility is incredible.
For three, here's Harris. He's off on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. And he's going for the oop here. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Launches it. Rebound, the Lakers.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
The shot by James, no good. The 76ers running out of time. Back to Tucker. We've got 1:13 left to play in the fourth. On the wing, Harden. 6 to shoot. Back to Maxey. The Sixers again can't hit.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Lakers.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Davis.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position, just outworking everyone early on the glass.
Out to James. Off the mark there with a three. Here's Harris.